Gail, can you just maybe introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do?
Well, I'm Gail from Guitar with Gail, and I teach guitar. That's what I do.
And what types of guitar students do you like to work with?
I like to work with beginners. It's so much fun to start somebody from scratch, okay? It sounds silly, but I love working with beginners and watching them learn and grow with it. It's really a lot of fun.
Yeah. So what age guitar student do you work with?
I work with all ages. Music is good for your brain. It doesn't matter what age you are, anybody can benefit from learning to play a musical instrument.
What's the youngest age you would work with?
Preschoolers can learn if they have an instrument that's small enough for their hands. Children who are 8 years old or older are ideal for learning guitar. There's small guitars that they can use as well. So for a preschooler, I would recommend a baritone uke. But a child in elementary school could certainly get started with a small guitar.
And how about those of us that aren't children?
It's great for adults. Adults can really benefit. It's a great stress buster. When you're playing music, you're using so much of your brain. You're not thinking about all the things at work or the problems that you have. So it's a great way to let go of other thoughts and concentrate on the music. It's wonderful for seniors. As I said before, music is good for your brain, and it really helps to keep seniors sharp, so it's fantastic for them as well.
Great. So I'm going to touch on a subject that I think a lot of us are familiar with, and that's that classic thought, I can't learn to play an instrument, or I'm not good enough, I wasn't born with the skill naturally. Did you come out holding a guitar?
No, I don't think so. My mother would have told me that. No, anybody can learn how to play the guitar. It's a very friendly instrument. That's what I like about it. It's very personal. It's small enough that you can take it anywhere. You can just, go off by yourself or be with your friends. But it is not difficult to learn how to play so that you can accompany yourself rather quickly with it. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
And why do most people come to you for guitar lessons? What's their personal motivation to learn?
People come for all kinds of reasons. Sometimes they have a particular style of music that they want to learn. They want to learn how to play bluegrass, or they want to play old time, or rock and roll, who knows. They come because they want to learn how to play a particular song. I had one student who wanted to learn how to play one song. That was all he wanted to learn. One song by the Beatles called Blackbird. And he learned it. He learned it note by note, the way he wanted to learn it. And he did great with it. I had another student who wanted to learn how to play something for a birthday party. So it can be as specific as one song, or it can be as general as a style of music that they want to learn how to play classical guitar, for example.
So some people come to you just wanting to learn a song or just one style, and then other people come because they want it to be a lifelong hobby, really.
Right. Yes, and it's a great hobby. It's a wonderful hobby. So but it's all across the board. For whatever their personal reasons are, that it strikes a chord, literally, with them, then that's why they're there.
And as far as motivating students to practice, I know that a lot of us are very busy, or, there's that fear of picking up the guitar because we might fail. So how do you encourage your students?
Yes, as far as practice goes, it's like, well, do I have to practice? Well, only if you want to learn how to play it. But you don't have to beat yourself up over it. You don't have to suffer over it. I have a no guilt policy when people study with me, and when they take lessons, I want them to enjoy it and have fun. If they didn't have time to practice, then no, they're not going to, take off at the speed of light with it. But if they put the time as they can into it, they will still continue to improve. And what I use is, if they didn't have a chance to practice, I see where are the areas that they're weak, and those are the things we will address and see what kind of techniques can we come up with to work through those areas. But no guilt, no recrimination. There's just no time for that.
That's going to be a relief to a lot of our listeners today.
Yeah, I would think it would be. It would be for me. I experienced that. I've taken lessons myself, and I've been on the other side of it, and I know what it's like to feel like, especially for adults who don't have a lot of time to practice. They have their jobs and they have their households to take care of. but they still want to do it because they enjoy it, then that's good enough.
Great. And what styles of music do you teach? What styles of guitar?
Classical guitar is a lot of fun to teach. Acoustic guitar, and acoustic covers a lot. There's bluegrass and old time and folk music. There's fingerstyle guitar. So a wide variety of things. Beginners, whatever they're kind of drawn to, we can go from there. And sometimes they'll start out liking one style, but they'll develop a fondness for another, and so we'll just see where it takes them. But right now I even have students who are playing electric guitar, so I've done that as well.
So you're really teaching the student whatever it is that they want to learn.
What they want to learn.
Working with their goals.
Yes, it's very important to learn what you want to learn. Again, as I said, if I put myself on the other side, I've been to teachers who wanted to teach me what they wanted me to learn. And I lost interest in it very quickly because I wasn't getting what I wanted to get out of it. But let me just add something to that. While it's important to teach people what they want to learn, it's also important for them to learn what they need to learn. Mm-hmm. And sometimes there are certain techniques that are important for them to get under their belt. It's like adding tools to your tool chest. And they need to have this ability that will be trying to get across to them. So that's important for them to understand. It's not just learning what you want to learn, but also what you need to learn.
So again, you're working with all age groups, from preschoolers to adults, all the way up to seniors.
Right.
And how can people get a hold of you if they're interested in lessons from Guitar with Gail?
Well, if they're watching this video, they're on the website. So they can certainly reach out that way. And on the website I have contact information so they can reach me. And I'm always available for email and by telephone. So any of those ways would be fine.
Wonderful. So guitarwithgail.com, and this
Right.
is Gail Lees. And thank you so much for being here today.
It was my pleasure.